Hello folks and welcome to a brand new video by me, Tactical Max 7 on YouTube, and welcome to my rank 1 4-3-2-1 custom tactics. Now when I did this I didn't have Canty there, I had Pirlo, but I brought in Canty now, sold Pirlo, brought in Canty to give him a try, not used him yet, so could be interesting, had a lot of good things about him. So yeah, this is a 4-3-2-1, I hadn't made one yet. Held off pushing this out because I was planning on doing it weekend league, and then a couple got released last week, and I was like, oh god, okay, right. Now I tried to make this to fit the mantra or the philosophy that we had last year with the 4-3-2-1. It's impossible to remake that 4-3-2-1, and I could go into lots of reasons why it is, but it just is. We just can't make it. We can make things similar, but not the same. So this is kind of similar, where Karchawa. Chowie? She's our attacking wingback like we had last year. And Walker's our fullback who defends like we did last year. Now, you used to have your left or your right, one of them would drop back into a midfield position, right or left midfield, and then you'd have two sitting up top. Now, I've kind of replicated that to a degree. What this will do is Muller and Diaby will play more like strikers. Neymar will not play like a left midfielder. He will be like a left attacking midfielder, which is his position. But Guti will play, he's not on half winger, but he will move out onto that right midfield position, which will leave your two centre mids, your holding and your deep line playmaker, as your two centre mids. So it works very, very similar, and it gives us good results. It doesn't really defend in a 4-4-2, but it does attack similar to the 4-4-2, like we wanted. There is movement, and I think that's the big thing, movement from it. All right, let's get into team management and see what we can do. It's called test. Let's change that now. What we're going to call it? Come on. Where's the button? Manage tactic. Rename. What will we call it? Tactical Mac. Tac. Mac. 12. Because it's December. I think we're on D. 12D. There we go. Tactical Mac 12D. This is what will go on X, and it's the one you're looking for. So we have balanced build-up style and high defensive approach, 70. Now this could go up to 91 if I'm honest, and you'd have fun with it. I keep it on 70 because that's what I use, but by all means play about with this. You can go way higher with this if you want. Our player roles: Muller is on the advanced forward attack, Neymar is on your classic 10 attack, Diaby is on your shadow striker attack, Guti playmaker roaming, Kanté deep line playmaker defend, Scholes holding ball winning. He's not the best player for that. You can get better players in that position. Chowie attacking wingback balanced, Hierro and Diaz defender defend, Walker is on fullback and defend, and Donnarumma is just on goalkeeper and defend. If you want to put him on super keeper, you can. So this is what it looks without the ball. This is what it looks like with the ball. Yeah, it's narrow. It's compact. You don't have a lot of options on your right hand side because Diaby's moving inside. Guti does move into that right mid position more than you would expect. And Kachawi is your attacking wingback. Now, because the attacking wingback is on balance, she will kind of hang about that position, but will get to the back post and plays well at that back post. She is quite short, but she can win her headers. I have won a few headers with her there. And I would suggest attacking down the left-hand side. Although I did attack quite a lot down the right-hand side when I was playing with this. But if you're needing to replicate a mode of attack over and over again, because you're in a tough game, go down the left-hand side. Recycle it, get to that left-hand side. Your advanced forward is going to be your goal scorer. So have someone with finesse have someone with finesse. Like, you just want finesse now, I think. That's why I'm using... I think that's why I'm having so much success with Muller at the moment. Because finesse plus is just... It's just brilliant. If I could get finesse on all three of these, I would. Passing options within your midfield, really good, because you're going to knock balls quite long at times. I think this bruiser playstyle is so underrated. I think it's brilliant for me. And the old whipped crosses, you got someone that can head the ball. Whipped crosses is brilliant. So there you go. Let's get into some gameplay. I'm going to do some gameplay because I told you I wasn't going to do it till after Christmas, but yeah, I'm going to do some because you need to see it. Right, let's get into some gameplay and we can have a look. So, how nice is it again to do this again? Not done this in a while. Don't know how many opportunities I'm going to have to do this before Christmas, but yeah, let's get into it. 4-3-2-1. 15-0 in champs. Based on last year's formation. It doesn't play the same. Similar, but the same. So straight away there. I'm gonna take it back. Oh, nope, too far. Straight away here from kickoff, you can see quite clearly that we have our back four and we have our 2-3s. So it's like a really narrow 4-3-3, and you can see how narrow these guys are. Straight from the kickoff, they do that. They sit really, really narrow, which is nice because it gives you that compactness. You see here, I'm really aggressive with Diaz. I bring him out, and I'm lucky I win this ball. But we give it to Guti, who pings a lovely ball into Muller's feet, and we get a lovely wee dink over. We don't collect the ball, but you see how narrow Diaby is in that shadow striker and how he plays as a second striker. Neymar drifts a little bit deeper. Actually, you see Diaby sitting a little bit deeper than Neymar here, but that's just because I think the plays on the left-hand side. Goals is not the best for the holding player. You'd be better with another more defensive player like Yaya or someone like that. Someone that can win the ball and then pass the ball. Guti is great for this playmaker position. Lovely little ball over the top there, and then we get a lovely green timed. That's a finesse that we do there, but he just seems to lace it. Like a laced finesse or something. I don't know. But I liked it. I loved it. What was really important here, though, is this. The skills, obviously, but this here. Because it has been slightly nerfed, but you can see how strong it still is. It's still a really, really strong way of playing the game. So I would thoroughly recommend pinged balls into feet and then first time over the top balls. And if you can set players on runs, you're laughing. So we win the ball back with Walker here. Guti, this is the position I'm talking about. So this is where Guti will kind of sit in this channel. I think where you'd expect to find a right mid. You see, you've got your two centre mids sitting in that kind of centre mid. Now what you find is your left back plays more like your left mid than your what would have been your left centre forward, now our left cam. So that's why you kind of have this back three, which is different. And it takes a wee while to get used to, but once you get used to it, it kind of plays really nicely. We try a wee chip over the top. We don't get away with it, but we pick up the second ball. Diaby doing a wee dancing. We're trying to skill move. We get clobbered by Makalele. He gets the ball forward fast. I run out with Walker. That's really bad of me, and I'm left chasing. Now here, I do this deliberately. So here, I switch off of Walker and go to Diaz, because I know Walker's got the pace to get back better than Diaz. So all I'm trying to do with Diaz here is block him out. Now I go back to Walker because I pushed him out to the left hand side of his pitch. And he's just twisting and turning. He's looking for that pass. And all I'm doing is I'm stopping those passes coming in. So I'm defending it as best I can to stop him from getting the ball into the box. Here, it's a nice flick in. We make a good save by Donnarumma. I didn't defend it particularly well. I'm lucky it's not Van Dijk on these. You can see Van Dijk has got on the back post for some reason. Yep, we get the ball away, but we don't collect it. We collect it here. We get with Kanté, and now I was like, well, I might have player review on Kanté, so let's have a look at how good he is on the ball. So you'll see me do a few wee things with Kanté here, doing a wee run, just try to get a gauge of what he can and can't do. Very nice on the ball, actually, for a defensive midfielder. You see he's got a nice wee burst of pace to get away there as well. Do we chop back as well? Because he's only, I don't know what skill moves he has. 2 or 3? 2? Can't remember. But you see, we're doing well there until we eventually lose the ball to Makalele. And then I was like, oh, I shouldn't have been doing that, because you can see now, my left back's way out of position. But see how fast, and I don't know if this is a roll plus plus that makes her do that. So once again, watch what I do. So now I'm kind of controlling Hierro. And all I'm doing is I'm trying to stop him, get turning inside till I can get my left back into position. And then we gather the ball there. That's how I defend. I think that's the best way to defend in this game. Don't commit. How I missed the fact that Lamb's standing there with that pass, I don't know. But I just didn't see Lamb in a blind spot. Walker wins this. We'll go back to Kante into Guti. So they've kind of swapped over. We give the ball back to Kante, who's gone back into position. Diaby to Guti. Guti tries to drill the ball in, but just me being terrible. Yep. So we're going forward again. He's got Del Piero. Del Piero is really nice on the ball, dribbling well. Plays an offside pass. Guti again in that right midfield position. That's a terrible pass. It's a suicide pass. I'm so lucky I get away with that. Back to Diaby. Kante. Drilled into Miller's feet. I tried to do... That's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to do something else, but I messed up the skill move, which happens a lot with me. There you see Kante's interception plus coming into play, and then he gets knocked over by Del Piero, which is going to be a problem for him. Kante again. We're going a wee dribbly run here. We just kind of bait him in and then boost away. We're just trying to see that burst of pace. Again, we get caught. Schools. Yeah, we miss out there. Now we're kind of caught again. But luckily Walker's got the pace to get back. We do a wee chop inside. And get ourselves gone. Guti's picking up. We're looking for that ball. And that's a pinged pass to Muller. And then first time low driven into the back post. Love it. Love this Muller card. I think it's my favourite card this year now. It was Bamati, but I think it is Muller now. Walker misses the tackle there, but he's got good recovery pace. Kante drilled it into Diaby's feet. Back to Kante. We know again, we're just trying that wee boost, see if we can get away from players. We can. We keep going. We turn back. And we rattle it from distance, and that's a 1 in 10 shot there from Kante. Just hit it hard and see where it goes. Again, if he'd played that first time, he was probably in. Managed to get a foot in there. Kante. We're just trying to pick the space. We see the pass inside. We give it to Scholes. To Neymar. Try and do a skill with Neymar. We haven't really used Neymar in this game that much. That's a lovely ball. Like, genuinely, that's lovely. He's unlucky that it kind of holds up. And then we managed to get players back in place. But he had really a good chance to break on me there. And we see here, so we've just lost the ball. So this is the typical position. If you lose the ball in the middle of the park, you see you've only got 3 defenders. But your 2 centre mids will stay narrow. And your right centre mid will play out on the right. Your left back is up in that left mid position, but you're left with 3 up front. So you kind of go 3-4-3 when you're attacking. Which is actually a really fun formation to attack in. And then we can defend in the 4-3-3. So Diaby again, and watch that left back. Oh, we don't keep the ball. Fine. So here, we lose the ball again. Scythe down. Diaby. And then that's it. So we get into the second game. This time we can actually see the team. A nice team with Patelis and Patre in midfield. We know how good those are. Even their gold cards now are still very, very viable. Out to Bombaster. Now, and when I see Bombaster, I know she's not the fastest with her base card. We're in early here. And we just managed to slip it in. Don't know what the keeper's doing there. Then he gets a nice wee step away, but our left back picks it up. We get it to Neymar. We do a wee reverse elastico. We do a silly move that takes us away from the player. We're just twisting and turning, try to find a pass. We find our centre mid. First time to Diaby, and then green timed finesse goes wide. And that's sometimes going to happen. with players that don't have the best or the highest stats for long shots or finesse or anything like that. But whatever. Saka is running down, but we managed to stop him because I am aware that Saka's got a really nice wee burst of pace. So I was worried about him. And I can see him trying it, and he does it there. He gets away. Gone. I get lucky to get back at it. Zambrotta. Keane, he tries the first time pass, but luckily our players are in position. We get the ball forward fast. You can see we try a wee ball over the top to Diaby, but we've gone a little bit too quick. Start again. Win the ball in midfield, and that's where Kante's really good. That interception area. We get the ball to Müller, and we do something daft. We try and chip it to the back post for some reason. We were too confident there. So we see again, Walker steps up, makes a great interception. We try and burst down the wing because like I've said, I feel like I've got the pace advantage in that area. We play a lovely ball to Guti. We fake him, turn inside, create a wee bit of space for ourselves, and then put it in at near post. Lovely card that. So he's gone out wide right again. We can see here at this point, again, we're in the back four, the middle three, and our front three are a little bit more higher up the park. With advanced forwards, they will always sit high up the park. That I've found. Much higher than Poacher. Much higher than Target Man. Just fine. If that's what you want, that's what you're putting on. He gets the ball to Saka, drills the ball in. Lovely. We managed to put a foot in there. If he turned if he turned round with like a scoop turn or something, I would have been struggling. We see how deep his defence is, how far back they fell. So he must be playing on quite deep depth. Lovely wee through ball to Guti and a deftest little chip. It's lovely, isn't it? We're so close. I don't know how I managed that. And that purely comes from winning the ball there. Right. 4-3-2-1. Great formation. Really good on attack. Really solid in defence. Get good passing midfielders. You're loving it. Right, let's get into the final roundup. Right, there you go. That was a gameplay. It was fun doing it again. Hope you liked that gameplay that you've seen. My final thoughts on this formation is it is really successful for me. Obviously, you guys know. Got 15 and all. Don't want to put that out there too much, but it worked really well for me. It was a really fun formation to play. I felt like I had options all over the park. I felt like I was defending really well with it. I didn't concede a lot of goals at all last weekend. And I think that comes down to partly Diaz and Hierro. But I just think it defends so compactly. You're forcing people down the lines, but you can double up on them in those wide areas. Even with your left back on attacking wing back, I have the playstyle, the rules ++, so maybe that makes a difference. Yeah, I just found this setup really nice. So definitely give it a go. It's not the same as it was last year, and it will take a little bit while to get used to the new player positions. But like I say, if you've got finesse on your strikers, finesse it. You can hit them from miles. If you green time it, is great, but I was getting away with non-green timed finesses with Neymar. So I can't, and Diaby's left foot. Like I don't know. The finesses are just really good for me right now. And driven balls into players' feet and making I was doing a couple of sprint touches and stuff, which was working for me. So yeah, give it a go. Let me know what you think in the comments. Really fun formation to use, and good luck. And remember, play this game while you're having fun, and when you stop having fun with it, just play something else. Lots of games out there. Catch you. Bye.